What's going on, guys? It's your boy Hammer back with another supplement review. And today we got a product that I slept on for a little while. This is kind of falls into an entire category of products that I was sleeping on. Maybe you are still sleeping on. Maybe you need to be woken up. Maybe you could stay asleep. I'm going to let you know. I'm going to let you know what's up. So without further ado, I got a lift. You got a lift. Let's get down to business. What am I talking about? Today I am talking about Insane Labz Psychotic Saw. Now, when I talk about sleeping on this product, and when I talk about sleeping on this entire category of products, what do I mean? What am I talking about? Well, when you look at this label, it's a prop blend. It's a small prop blend. You look at it, and I used to be the type of guy who I would read all the studies and say you need this much of this ingredient, the efficacious dose of this is that, and this, and whatever. So I would look at this and go, oh, well, I don't think it has the 3,200 milligrams of beta-alanine, or I don't think it has a full gram of tyrosine, I don't think it has this, I don't know. And I was like, this is underdosed garbage. And what I've come to realize is I used to go to the stores and I would read all the labels of every single product. And I'm not saying this is a bad practice, and I'm not saying you should not have an understanding of what ingredients do what and what dosages you want. But that being said, every once in a while, I'd pick out a product where I'd say, oh, these are all the ingredients and all the dosages I want. And I'd take the product and I would really feel like it was lackluster. I didn't perform the way I wanted to. And as you get going and as you try different pre-workouts, you really learn that there's not only is there sourcing of ingredients, but there is something to be said for this certain magical element about how certain ingredients complement each other, how the formula comes together, and you know there's an X factor to this game. So that being said, I've heard so much about this product, I decided to give it a run. So I'm going to pop the label up on screen. We're not going to spend too much time, but I'm going to try to run through it as fast as I can. So it's a 6.3 gram scoop. You get 30 servings per container. Great value for money, but it's just in the blend. You got beta-alanine, tyrosine, caffeine anhydrous, yerba mate powder, caffeine citrate, Infinergy, dicaffeine malate, teacrine, DMEA, cognatic, Oxygold, Ampiberry, Yohimbine, Rauwolfia vomitoria, Alpha-Yo. So, and I believe that's it. So, if you only got a handful of ingredients, you don't know what's dosed at what. I believe if you go to the Insane Labz site, they will tell you how much caffeine is in each product. I believe it's in the ballpark of 400 milligrams total. That being said, what's this bad boy all about? I gave it a shot. Did it let me down? Did it overperform? Where did it fall? Well, first of all, I got a blue raz flavor. I love blue raz. It's an easy to do flavor. This one is very good. Very good flavor. No complaints whatsoever. So, what happens when you take the drink? Well, it freaking rocks. This product freaking hits. This product is a certified go-to product every single time. You know, it's a simple stim package basically, but you got beta-alanine in there. You feel a little bit of beta tingle, kind of rushes your body, wakes you up. You get the yo-yo blend and the caffeine blend, and you know whatever those small amount of nootropic ingredients and other things. The Ampiberry, which is supposedly kind of helps the stimulants come together and hit a little bit better. It just freaking works, man. They got their manufacturing process, their formulas. Insane Labz just they know what they're doing to create a product that delivers. You know, is it some super high performance, high pump product? No, that's not what you're getting into when you get this. You want some pump? Stack this with something. That's what I like to do. But excuse me, I've ran this several times and it never lets me down. I've ran it right at the 6.3 grams. I've ran it, you know, heaping probably closer to 9 or 10 grams if I'm being honest, which gets a little bit wild because when you get too much Alpha-Yo, it kind of get you out of breath and kind of becomes counterproductive. But let me just tell you about this morning, you know, because yesterday I ran a high stim pre-workout. I ran Coco Labz Dextro Explosion, and it was good. I got the product hit, I got the euphoria, I got the energy, but let me just tell you, I've been kind of burnt out. You know, the last couple days I felt down. I felt kind of depressed, to be honest, and kind of like had a hard time with training too. Like, even though I took that high sim pre-workout yesterday and it was hitting, I got to the gym, I just like felt like I wasn't excited about training. It's like I had this energy, but I was just like and I was having a hard time focusing. And I don't think it was the pre-workout's fault by any means. I think it's just I've been pushing myself real hard and kind of been redlining the system. And then I wake up today and I feel kind of crappy about yesterday's workout. So I'm looking at the collection. I go, maybe I need to up it even more. Maybe I need to do something even. I need to go harder on the stims. I need to go harder on the exotic stuff. And I'm looking at, you know, I have the force of nature or juice. Maybe I mix these together. Maybe I do smash. Maybe I do this. And I go, you know what? Maybe I just need to dial it back a notch and use a easy, feel-good product. And today, I'll be honest, what I did. So don't get twisted. I've had this boy for a while. We are working our way through the tub. You can see I'm about the halfway point. But today, I just wanted an easy, simple package. Nothing exotic, nothing crazy, nothing that was going to make me crash, nothing that was going to be crazy unpredictable. So I took two simple products that were very feel-good and but delivered. Psychotic Labz, I took this at a half serving. I took Nutricartel Outrage at a half serving, which again is another one where I took it and was just blown away by how mood uplifting it was, and I felt incredible. Like, the energy was up, the focus was up, but there's just this mood elevation. You get a little, and with this product specifically, you get a little bit, it's not a head high, but with Alpha Yo, you get a little bit of a head buzz and a feel-good rush. But there's just this almost unexplainable mood elevation. It put me in a good mood. I felt good. I felt excited about lifting. I had a great workout. Nothing, nothing illicit feeling. Like, I wasn't cracked out. I wasn't like, oh my God, there's something secret in here. It was just good. Good mood, good lift, very productive workout. Like I said, today, it was obviously stacked, but it's the same experience every time I've used this. It's just reliable. A reliable, good, predictable, clean pre-workout that's always going to hit, always going to serve you straight. And there's no guilt associated with it. You're not taking anything too crazy. Most people would not call this a daily because it's up in the range of around, like I said, I believe it's in the range of 400 milligrams of caffeine. But I mean, I'm 260, 270 pounds. That amount of caffeine is just fine for me. I feel just fine taking this and calling this a rest from a heavy pre-workout. So it's like I said, yesterday I took Dextro Explosion that has DMHA. Today I took this and I felt great. Had a great workout, put me in a positive mood. Been a couple hours since the lift. I'm not crashing. I don't feel low energy. I don't feel a dip. Like yesterday when I came home from that workout, I had to go lay down. I just was like, oh my God, I'm just freaking, completely drained. This doesn't make you feel like you're borrowing energy from your future self or anything like that. You just feel good. And now I'm pretty soon I'm going to get ready to go back to the gym and do cardio. And I'm like, I'm not going to take another stim, but I feel like I'm still kind of a little bit riding the good feeling waves from this. So if you're on the fence about this product, if you look at this label and you think this looks like junk, I'm telling you, this is not junk. They put this formula together in a way that it just hits, it just delivers. You're probably going to want to stack this on a pump formula if you want to get the pumps. You want to get, some betaine, some citrulline, all that juice to kind of cover the performance aspect. But if you take this just by itself, you're still going to have a good lift because you are just going to be focused, feel good, have high energy. I don't know what else more there is to say about this boy besides you can pick it up at nutricartel.com with code HAMMER for a sweet discount. Let them know you're watching the videos. It's much appreciated. Click like, click subscribe, click all the buttons, do all the things. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Alex Hammerstone. I appreciate you all watching. Let me know what you guys want to see next. I try to keep it topical. I was on Reddit. I saw someone post about Psychotic. Said, hey, I got Psychotic. I want to let you know my thoughts. I'm dropping my thoughts. So If there's a pre-workout you want to see your boy review, if there's a supplement you want to see your boy review, if there's a dog that I should go pet. Wait a minute, I don't know about that last one. But anyway, just let me know what you want to see. I appreciate you tuning in. Please subscribe, and I will catch you guys on the next supplement review.